Hey everyone, welcome back to Button and Brick and welcome to live stream number 10. Or part 10, upgrades and refinements. And this will be one of many times that we go through the entire Expo and make some adjustments here and there that we've been meaning to make along the way. And we've reached a pretty exciting milestone with part 10. And also, magically, our marketplace has really come into its own. So we'll be visiting some of the adjustments since last stream to the marketplace. We have a couple of decisions that we can make early on in here. And then we're going to be going around the entire expo, making some decisions of things to enhance and upgrade the area. Perhaps we lay some landscaping, rocks. Looks like we could use probably some benches and lighting. Some garbage cans around. Boy, do we have a really interesting idea for the scaping of the observation wheel. I'm really excited to see how something is going to be looking. Try to build a little tension there. And one thing that I'm starting to learn from this project is the first pass gets the ideas on the map, but the second pass, right, helps with like really understanding where we can take something. And then, you know, as you'll see in a moment, as we look at the marketplace, that's where the ideas can just come through and really shine. If you're new here, welcome. I'm building a modern world fair type inspired exposition from the ground up. And we're doing it in Planet Coaster 2. We're going to do one area at a time. And if it sounds like something that you'd like, you know, consider subscribing. That way you can follow along with the journey. So, all right, let's jump in and take a tour of where we're at with the marketplace. And then we'll move on and work on some upgrades and enhancements. So you'll notice, right, the front is fully cleaned up. We've added some benches as well as some trash bins. We also fixed some of the pathing to make sure that everything is flowing proper into the doors. Talking about the doors, everybody loves the expo shop. We added the color around the frame and then these support bars, like that's what the swivel would be on. So the doors aren't just necessarily floating there, and just think gives it a really nice framing. Let's go in here. So you can see as we go into the marketplace here, we've added some lighting. I mean, that's how it's done, right? And we almost have things fully set up and ready to roll. I hope you're excited about tonight's stream. Let's take a look at the Expo shop. Some nice adjustments in here, not too much, but this place is looking absolutely amazing. We opened up the ceiling a little bit more. You got the lights. And just the awesome screen that's embedded in the floor. That's so cool. And, right, the food hall area. Oh, wow, did we make some changes since you last saw this? Right? I mean, look at that living wall in the back. And look at this. We got rid of the mall food court. And we went with more of an open concept, right? We got multiple of the actual restaurant pieces in here. We took the water feature out. Go watch the last stream. We put this water feature type thing. The idea of that water feature will continue on in our park. But when we really look at what this place is for, as a food hall area, right, this just simplifies it. And it also allowed us to expand with some of the booths. And here's the other thing. We're playing in sandbox mode. I had everything turned off. So I went into the settings, and now the guests actually can get hungry. What that means is they are eating now. Still have to solve our challenge with the monorail, right? But I'm hopeful we'll get there. But this is cool. They're actually eating in here. And that the live wall in the back is just, it looks so good. And you'll notice we opened up, there is so much more light coming in the glass ceiling, added some of the banners and the lighting. Ooh, talking about the lighting, right? This is one area where I can use your help. So if you have any ideas, feel free to pop them in the chat. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your evening. We'll build one brick at a time, one piece at a time, and continue our journey to create this virtual destination for all. If you love what you see, right? Appreciate a like on the video. Okay. So one thing we did, I was talking about tonight, we ran those windows all the way down. I have this squiggly light in the middle. Not sure about that thing. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I want to get rid of it and figure out a different thing. I mean, it was a kind of a neat idea when I did it. Like, it looks better at night because it's a light, right? Look at this. Well, no, don't look at that. No, let's go. Let's fix the camera a little bit. Okay. So there's the moon. Be cool to be able to get the moon and the living wall, but they're on opposite sides. Right. But the moon is kind of neat in here, right? Let me get it positioned in any. Yeah. And then we finished the marketplace off with some lights there. So, talking about lights. Whoa. Let's switch the camera back here before we lose control. This is where I could use your all's help. Since your all's is limited to maybe one or none right this second, we make executive decisions. But I was looking at, hey, what lights we use. This is what we have in the shop. This is a little too kind of overly bright, but not bad. These I found, I've never used them before. I almost want to try them in the shop because they're pretty just, it's just called standard lamp, and it looks like that actually should be almost in the shop. This is a little too, you know, in that way. So I think we can rule that one out, rule that one out. This looks more classic, I guess, in a way, and it's okay that we kind of have that in this food hall. This, maybe we just save that to use that in something else, all right? Because so that way we can, you know, and we just mirror what is in the shop. I don't know. This one gives a bit more light, direct. Might be more kind of like annoying in people's eyes. It just might be more annoying. This could probably go up a little bit. Let's see what. Oh, and we better change that too. That was another thing, is going back to these lights. These lights need to be on all the time because we're inside, and I know it. That can be a challenge. Just to get regular light in. Does pretty good. I mean, we found a way. I mean, the windows and the glass. And we get the satisfaction after putting every one of these down of the. Oh, hope that comes through. And we'll grab these and just throw them on the other side. And then we can say we move forward. All right, the other, we did talk about this, and yeah, this is a perfect stream for doing this because it's what I'm going to talk about in a minute, because it's kind of something we can use for a lot of different areas, and that's building a light panel, a light grid. I don't know. I guess light grid is what I kind of would refer to it as. Whoa, you get after that like nobody's business. Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, this looks great. A little dark in the bathrooms. I want the this version of that. Do, 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 do. All right, the fronts of these bathrooms too, we can go grab out of the. That's the monorail. We'll get people on the monorail. We'll figured out a way. You can't make people like crave the monorail like you can to try to get them to eat. I also limited the guests down to like a few thousand. Not like there's more than a few hundred in the park, but I wanted to keep it pretty sparse. Might open it back up, but it looks good with less individuals. I still don't see 3,000. It won't open up fully like that until there's more attractions. And oh, do I have some ideas that are probably over gonna push it, which may have to reverse course on. All right, so marketplace looking extra solid. These things they're still kind of weird. Look at that. It's the marketplace without walls. That's kind of a neat view. Like let's go look at some other areas without their walls. I will say this is probably one of the most detailed areas, and when I say detailed, we're minimal with details, but purposeful, but actually like put together areas. That's why I think it took a bit of time to really realize what we were doing here. I mean, it's really two areas. Like the shop could have been marketplace, shop, marketplace, food hall, or whatever it's called, the food area. Should we put a sign of food area? All right. Did put a sign over here for the restrooms. You know, I don't know if it looks okay, but in that lighting, the live wall. Whoa, I guess it's morning or like either that one, right? So that's why we need to bring a light grid together to help amplify the lighting. And the shadows are great, but it what we're doing maybe isn't meant to be done. I mean, come on, right? I'm looking forward to seeing how we are going to be enhancing our window displays, but I have some ideas. I think I'll get the best from you all. All right. Tough to take the wall off of here. Right? That's it. Bunch of benches, some ivy. And here's some area of interest. There you go. That's kind of cool because we're using the invisible path and now it just looks like they're walking like on nothing. That's almost the idea that I had for the over there, which we're going to do something interesting, but now like the opportunity to put glass under here right now, and it was so not even intentional. Oh, okay, that's on the list, like for right now. All right, we can easily remove the back of our exhibit halls. Right. And then the rest of the exhibit hall without its walls. Right, and this is the piece we can grab for the bathrooms, like that one right there. Hopefully those guys can get back where they were trying to get to. And for the observation wheel, right? Which has the idea, oh, I intentionally want to do something here today. And I didn't intentionally want to do something over here, but now it's such a great idea that we have to start there because, like, there's something we have to see if it's gonna work or not. It probably just has to split, which let's just try it. See what happens. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough, and then let's just scoot that over half its stuff. That way there's people can still 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just use that. That was not on the cards for today. I will take that for yes. Can we do this with 1? No, I guess not. We could if we use the... We might be able to use that and have that work. Glass. Is it just not catching it? Why is it so sensitive like that? Why are you so sensitive? I'm sensitive. That's okay, I'm just curious. I don't know if this is going to cover it, but this thing does get pretty large. No, negative. All right, so we'll use this, and then we'll just shrink that down. Advanced. Okay. So we'll get this. It'll probably be right, like, about there. This was not on the cards, but I gotta give it a shot. It's part concept of something we were gonna do, and we're kind of gonna do now. Is there a line there? Anyways. I want it to be as flush because it's aha. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's so low. It's like you can't even get into that. Here. Let me just turn off paths. That should. Oh, I can get it then. And we need to make it. Okay. Would light do? I don't think lights will help for the caustics. See, that's one thing you have when you delete this entire building is you get all the caustics down there, and that's what is attractive. And you're like, oh yeah, I want to put a thing in there. Now, is that something that is worth it? I mean. That's kind of neat, you know? This is a very easy thing to undo. I'm just curious, you know? Looks a little dusty. I mean, I feel like it's like you know, like it's gonna get too much or overshadow stuff. I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of neat. Let's leave it there for a bit. We'll stew on it. Easy to just move the concrete back. Okay. That was one thing that is an interesting thing to try. Curious what you all think of it. And to adjust the land also coming back in that should be right a bit more defined or sculpted. We'll get there. Over by the reflecting pool, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff too, because we did up front, and the sand is proving to be plenty. Somebody remind me that's where we stuck the speakers. And it's good, like, we're gonna just take this off and we don't need to put anything back there, you know. This is like more like, this is the refinements part. Alright. Upgrades. Refinements. Just want to sink those down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got so used to seeing that in that way elsewhere that just didn't make sense. We're gonna try to work smarter in some areas over others, right? We had an opportunity to kind of frame areas in a little bit more. 250. Yeah, like we can repeat the same thing over there. Let's grab them all. These could even be like, we can use them as temporary sightline blockers or whatever it is. But there's really not much to see beyond, right? And there's enough, maybe the monorail is higher. Right? Let's go up a little and then over. Nobody's going back there right now, you know? Like, he's fairly embedded in there. They're looking all right. Maybe we'd take just a couple of these and give it a little bit more of that. Okay. And we could play around with the rocks and the landscaping a little bit today. It's easy to like start overusing a lot of it. I think it's easy just go. We could use the landscape brush and just pepper everything, go with the landscaping, which is pretty much what I've done in any other park that I've done because it was easier. But I think for now, that's kind of a weird angle. It's want to be somewhat more deliberate with it. I didn't realize that thing is just like needs to lie down on something. All right, the next thing is, you know, we have large stretches of area that don't have any seating. I think we want to be equally deliberate about what seating we put where. This I liked for outside seating. We use the same over here. I'm not sure that we need any on this pass through right here, only because I'm not saying that you don't want one on either side, but this is like you want people to get through, right? And so it's not this. People are probably just waiting for people to get out of the shop, so like they need extra space to sit, right? So let's add some benches. I know when we've looked in the past, right? Those aren't bad for actually out here. Wait, a different color. You know, do we want do we want to keep with the same wooden benches? Do we want to try something, right? Like, it's not like a new district, but like this is like an outer ring of that. Most of me argues for consistency, and because of that, right, I think these are probably the right ones to use. What we can do there is change this to like the main. And do we put lights? Because I mean, there's no lights there. I mean, this may be the opportunity to do that. If that's the case, a light would go there. One of these would go there, right? And then I think we're okay to just chill out adding some of these things like this, especially between areas that we have open now and people. What are they called? Planet Coasteronians? Right, are going between. They're transiting between there, right? We're going to start seeing, the corridors. Oh, this is where our friend is here with his balloon. Now, you know what? There are people that have gone to the shop and purchased balloons because I saw a balloon somewhere. It's a much more manageable crowd size, and like if you go to the attraction, like they just got off the ride, like there's a balloon. See? Watch. This is why the balloon. This is why you do it. Check this out. Okay? This is why when you measure with the statues, you measure with the balloon. Balloon makes it out. Doesn't clip through. Not saying it's like unavoidable everywhere it's possible, but All right, so let's take that bin. This. Oh, we got 3 of them. Let's grab that one. While we're here, let's just grab this stuff. Why didn't we grab the benches too, right? Ha 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 ha. That's a long line of benches. There's got to be some. I got to figure out what are we going to use this area for, and I like things to be able to be open. Yeah, let's continue. You'll see some purpose in what we're doing, some experimentation in what we're doing. Freedom in what we're doing. Freedom. Freedom to build. And upgrade and enhance. all of those cacti are going to look the same. All right, let's get rid of that. Watch your step. Oh, maybe if I had that slowed down, I could have helped that, sir. I was not successful with that. Let's plop that there. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. We'll get rid of this one. Get rid of that. That bin is good. Let's put this bin over here. I'll throw another one over here. Come on. Nope. Yeah, somewhere right there. Okay. What's that? Okay. All right. Let's have a night check. Oh, that's satisfying right there. Oh, just see all of them turn on. It's not instant, but you get to that full light. That's much safer. That is much safer. It really does bring this whole area to light. Right? Should we do it again? All right, let's go grab it all. And we'll grab that, and then we're gonna make sure we don't grab that. Oh, it doesn't look like it's... I guess let's just go to the end of that, right? It's not gonna be the whole thing. Slide it down. Get to... Yes, there can be a bin. And then maybe that it would be close to that part, right? Okay, so we can come in here and... Oh, that's far off of what I was expecting. I didn't see the line. Oh, it would be back here. Okay. Is that too close to that? Do we go over a whole nother square? Yeah, because that's not aligned. This alignment should drive the decision, which would go here. All right, so that will drive the decision, then we'll delete back from that. Okay. All right, so let's grab all of this stuff. Ungrab. It's just easier to just grab one and pull. Do it again. Ooh. So, spending time upgrading and refining our Expo campus. Look how dark the reflecting pool is now that we put all that light there. Oh. I don't know that this gets lit in the same way, and I think if anything, we use floor lighting, right? Like the park should be able to remain dark like that. Maybe on this other side. Um, and I definitely would say on this side of it, right? So we can. Whoa, sorry if getting you dizzy here and there. We could grab enough of these. Let's grab one more. Oh, looks like we forgot a couple things, huh? Well, no, we did not if we do it this. Why is... Oh, because I did nudge that. Much safer outside of the marketplace with this light. Not that this area isn't safe at all. I mean, this place is super safe. You have to go through a portal. You're not getting through that thing with anything. Doesn't Won't be able to get through. Nice lighting upgrade. Yeah, I guess this is fine to have that one extra one there. Why does that look so far out? That doesn't seem right. I know why, because this is it. This one, okay, I see. Well, that's kind of the reason why I did these on its own. All of those should be the same, right? This one goes out of whack. Right? Huh. Weird. Whoa, that's gonna do the same thing we just tried to avoid. Let me make quick work of this. But there's something that is definitely off with that. That doesn't, not gonna work. That is like this is way off. The whole thing is kind of off. You know? Everything there. Like all of it. Okay, well that'll be a take two. Easy peasy. And then we're not going to run relative anything because I think that's where it got messed up. So we got to keep to the, what's it called? The world. Keep to the world. So do that, and now, and is that where we want it? That's kind of like right at the the edge of those lights, and that gives a little space, so I'm kind of good with that. I was like, why does the bench look so small? Okay. So that was so weird. I understand. Not bad. But then this was impacted too, right? Just this thing. Okay, not bad. All right, we're good. All right. So this area too could have these, and I'm curious if we should use these like other lights, or if this should really be around the perimeter, like of this whole green. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. There'd be no reason that it wouldn't be. I mean, we're going to need an opening, I think, here for the conservatory. Unless the conservatory, you go in from this side, and this is just, I'm not sure. But, I mean, nothing would stop us from doing that. I don't know if we would bring the cacti over, but might as well, and then just delete it if we don't want it. While we're doing this, might as well do it a little bit more. And we get to say rotation complete. Okay. Slide it down. I want to get this one by the first. That's got to be close to it. I'm going to go yes. I'm going to go with yes it is. All right. I think the cactuses are not needed here because this is going to be the conservatory. We're going to be looking at a lot more green than just that. Right? All the botanical stuff. Let's stretch that out one more. Oh, they do give off a lot of light. There's no walkway here yet. We can get around that by moving it like this for now, but it will need a walkway to actually be able to be used. But for now, you can use the advanced move. And we can just set it into place. That does look really neat at night to be able to see the lights. All right, and there should be lights around here because the Performing Arts Center will be over here, you know, so. I think we can do some. You know, like this is also like a stream to be able to prep a little bit for the future expansion areas, like the Performing Arts Center or the conservatory. Kind of satisfying to just keep adding this, like, and just light up the pathways. It's got to be close to it. I think it's pretty close right on, actually. Oh, all right, pretty close. All right. So this one will be a little different because here, let's just finish this out. Gotta love the soundtrack for Planet Coaster. It is... Huh. Oh, is that one? It's like that one is totally normal because that's the one I dragged by itself. Ha. Well, let's grab the whole thing. I was like, use the absolute one that was like that to align it is the, of course that happened type situation. That's better. Ah, come on, PlayStation controller. Oh, see, maybe that isn't the one we want to use. All right, we can tighten that up. All right. So let's let a little bit of light. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of light now. Is that a little too intense? All right. So where's our center is about here. I also know that this is off a little here because this one starts 1 in and this one starts 2 in. This one starts 2 in and it almost should mirror the one that's across the way. Just like this one, right, would be there, and then I guess you can't do that. So it's better off that it just kind of carries itself around in that way. That's all right. The monorail station's throwing me off because it's not center, but I think one of these things is. We're gonna have. Let's get everybody get your sunglasses out. All right, so the middle are probably this one and this one. Or is it just right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So there is a middle. Okay. All right. Let's grab one more of those. All right. Performing Arts Center will have quite a big approach right upstairs. There will equally be entrances on the sides that'll come off there. But what this will do is this allows us to say we're not going to be having, whoops. Right, all of these there. And that's where we may have to reverse, so it's like 1 out, 2 out kind of thing. Because this would be more of like a central way of looking at. This could be like just us wasting time, right? Because this would have to go light bench, light bench, light bench. And then here, it needs to go light bench, light bench, light bench, right? I mean, that's... right? And then we have to adjust the other this other side to match the other ones, which got away with not needing to do something because because it's got that whole space in it too. And these aren't starting one more down, right? But it needs to, like, see, that's much better right at the end there. But all of those have to come down now. They don't have to. I'm just doing this to do this because let's have some fun with it. And after we get some light situated, we'll dive into something quite interesting for a few, I think. We'll see if it works. All right. See, here we lose a light. On the end. But we gain a bench. We should have a bin. Should have a bin. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, this is it. So let's. Okay. I copied it rather than did that. Imagine having to drag it that far, like, for real. For real. All right, same thing here, actually. We might actually be able to do it, because if there's an entrance for the conservatory, it should almost mirror this in a way, right? And if that's the case, you get rid of... at least that, right? Maybe we do that. Like, this will wait until we do. All right, is that how it's mirrored? But this is how it's mirrored over here now. It's just 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. That's it. That's it. Okay. So let's do this. No? Did I get what? Whoa. Oh, it's already a building. I mean, it's already there. Yeah, let's add it to this, right? Am I confusing myself? I am. That's where it goes, right? That makes this and this what? Okay. And I think even here, let's cut half of that off. All right. This gives us a little bit of planning of the conservatory going here, the Performing Arts Center going here. This will have to go back into the Performing Arts Center a little bit more. Stairs up to monorail station, into theater, right? And then you'll have, that will be steps. These will be ramps into the theater, which may be an attraction. An idea for a potential attraction right here too. Okay. Been wanting to do this. So when we originally put the observation wheel in, right, we basically did a flip of what the entrance center is, and that put the glass on the ground, right? And we have the lights in there, and also we decided on like the gravel, right? And it just looks smooth. But we did try that one episode to hollow out the ground, right, and see if it was like, oh, you're kind of walking on a thing above something, and it's, you know, evokes that kind of feeling of, oh, whoa, is the glass gonna give, or is it safe? But it is. But it didn't really come to fruition. It didn't work. It just didn't work, right? I have an idea I think will this time. And we're gonna do it right now. How's that look, Ren? The exhibit hall area may need some more light, right? I think maybe that's where we could use these other posts, is around the green. For that. No more delaying. Let's get to playing. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push this down, not a lot. So before we actually were, here we're not gonna do it too much. right? We want a heavy intensity, kind of a smaller size. Maybe you have to do it over here. Is that enough? Should we try that? You're like, what are we trying? What are we trying? Okay. Trust the process. Be cool to be able to have a square one of these. Trust the process. You can guess what we're doing. That would be cool. We're going to see if this works. I'm not 100 that this is going to work. And it's okay if it doesn't. It really is, but we are going to try this. I mean, we are going to give this a shot. Like, really give it a shot. I just don't know if it's going to work. But if it does, it's going to look awesome. Like, it'll look awesome. That I'm pretty confident. If it works. If it doesn't work, it's not gonna look as awesome as what I'm leading on for it to be. All right, and we are keeping this sand back here and on the sides for now. Like, let's see what it is gonna look like. And then here, I do want to keep the gravel. I think that's kind of a neat idea. Oh, is that bringing that back up? I think I'm going to need to bring this over and then recolor the gravel. Or we leave it sand. I mean, the gravel... Maybe we do the whole thing gravel. Maybe that's the better way to do it. Okay. Well, the gravel does have a nice texture to it. Just want to make sure I'm getting in there every last piece. Okay, now comes the moment. Natural. I think we want to go with natural water. Oh, there's a line. It's a little lower than I was hoping for. It's a little lower. So you can see how awesome it is going to look when we refine this. But here's the cool thing is you have it under here now, and that's kind of neat. Is the water under the glass. That does what we were going to do over there. So couple things. All right, we do gravel. All right. We knock it down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay. It's okay if the water goes under here a bit, because you won't see it. We don't want it to come out of the other side of the pathing, but it can appear like it's kind of gone right up to it. That's why maybe these corners we have to push a little bit more on. If we can get this to work, and it looks clean enough, it's going to make quite a statement around this wheel. I mean, wait a second. I did put the litter thing on. See, this is the reason we were doing what we were doing. We need to get some benches and stuff. Now there's litter around here. That is not cool. Litter is not cool, folks. Please do not litter. This is one thing using the dual sense is like it's vibrating and I'm feeling when it's laying down the gravel. I mean, it's tactile. It does feel really neat. It just has an extra... Okay. Let's see if we can get the water up higher. Natural water. We go higher. That might be it. We might find a reason for that. Come on. You just put a whole pool there, like we can control all of it. And we can do that if we wanted to. Oh, wait. Well, maybe there's a... See, we can get another... See, there are some that can go higher up. Oh, there was one right there. Okay, that's better. Oh, that looks so fresh. What's wrong with these guys? All right. You can see the water underneath that. That is awesome. Super cool. No reason to go with rough water, but let's see if the clean water is any different. It's a bit too, like, I mean, surface level is good, but it's a bit too blue. It's just a bit too blue. Don't want it dirty, but it's natural. I mean, nobody needs to go in this. That's why there's fencing there. That is an upgrade. There's a bin right here. Come on. There's a bin right there, and you have to litter. Okay, well, we're gonna start needing some extra staff here. Thank you. All right. Looks like we got that under control. Okay, observation wheel. Look at this. And now it's like a bridge over to the restrooms. Does that go under enough? Let's check this out for a bit. All right, so one option is we match. Other option is we sync, which I'm kind of thinking of syncing. Right? I don't think you're gonna see it down there, right? Nice. Okay, that's great. Around here, we may want to install like a concrete. I mean, it can't just all be floating on the surface. So around the ride, maybe we do a line of concrete underneath. I was never going to get exact, right? But if we have it here, then we do the line of concrete under, and then it would be. Yeah, dude. This should be an easy grab here. Nothing else attached to it. I could see why we did that. It makes sense, but now with having to reinforce that platform, it 100% makes sense to lift this up now. All right, because now we're not worried about the way that's gonna look. And then we can make really quick work of popping the wall around there. How y'all doing? How are you all doing? We're using this stream here to do some upgrades and refinements across the board. Check out little different places that we normally aren't looking at maybe too much, or we haven't seen in a little bit of time because we've moved on to other stuff. And we get to revisit again and, you know, take things to an entirely different level. Did we even know it was going to be possible? Well, here, everything is possible. If you believe it is. And believing is believing. Don't lie to yourself. It's not about that for sure. You'd think like the wheel was already like too good to like be beat, and there'd be nothing that we were ever gonna need to do. There was no reason for it, for doing what we just did. It is an upgrade and then a refinement. That looks so good now. Oh man. It feels like it's been like that the whole time. That's wild looking. Oh, that's so nice. Let's see. Oh, look at the monorail through there. Oh, this is so cool now. Did you like the wheel? Did you like the observation wheel? There's a new marketplace across the way. They have delicious food. Where did she go? She missed something. I wish I could pick it up and throw it away. Hey, that would be cool. Can I pick up the litter and can I throw it in the bin? Or maybe Good Samaritans. I mean, wouldn't advise you to touch other people's dirty, gross litters. But, okay. Nice upgrade and refinement. Still nobody going on the monorail. This is just a temporary connection. We were just trying to see, is it working? I don't know that the monorail is going to go that way. I think if any, it might go to the sides and stay in front of it. We have a lighting package, some more bins, some benches. And you can see like how big that area is going to be. Like this is plenty of a size for a nice conservatory. I don't know what we're going to do with it though. I mean, I know one thing that's going to go in there is ivy. Find something like that. And I'd like to do something round also. It's a lot harder to do something round than it is square here. And then here's this concept of, this is just one of the entrance halls. And what if we copied that and we put another entrance hall all the way over here? See here, there's the line we have. All right, we have our towers marking our boundaries. Those are just boundary markers. We put the other entrance all here. Look how far it is to the wheel. That is a lot of space to do a lot of stuff. I'm curious what you would like to see in this World's Fair, or if it's a World's or Expo, Modern Expo. I think we need to come up with some solid branding for what this place is called. Yeah. Yeah, influenced by, I think there's maybe a big piece of like what Epcot was set out to do, although we don't have any like work and residential stuff. Like, should we build a residential like tower right here? Like, would that be too crazy? I've never tried to do anything like that, like a super tall building, but I guess it's pretty symmetrical, right? We can just have like a glass tower. Like, should we have residential tower here? Should it be office tower? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I mean, it could be as tall as this tower thing. We could put this inside of it. That would be crazy. Take a peek at our marketplace that we were working on. What are you going to repair in here? Are you just walking around having a good time? That is something that we do need to work on, is there are no staff lounges. Oh, checking out people eating here now is next level. It's nice and quiet. Maybe put some napkin holders on the... built this diner once. Oh, the monorail going through. Built this diner once, so I have some of those things I can maybe go grab, like condiments and at least a napkin holder. If not, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need it. It probably does need more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 garbage, 5, 6. Yeah, it might be all right. Seems like people are getting rid of their stuff. That place came out really neat. Think by the time we get to the 2.0 of upgrades and refinements, maybe that's stream 20. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll have some ideas for the marketplace at that point. The pool is for what it is done. I think we had that little refinements with clearing out some of that stuff. This, we put that glass in there. Is it just not enough glass? Like, does it just need to be like more, and then these benches maybe have to go to the back of this? Maybe the same thing there. That's the monorail coming through. Have to really consider that. I'll have to get this monorail working. Here's another thing is, I really don't mind this, but I'd also much more rather have like this. But bear with me, here we go. Like this. So how can we, let's see here. I don't even know if that's going to be the right width, but I think it might be close. I'll have to turn this around too. No, we don't. Oh, I'm spinning it relative. I was wondering. I don't know if this is the right angle. That will need to be adjusted considerably. That's pretty darn close. I mean, we're really that is the it's just a micro movement up, and on the PlayStation it's going to be probably something I choose not to do on stream. Oh, why don't we do this? Duh. You know. It's like got like a tilt to it right there. Because if that can't be straight. See, it's going away. There it is. That is an upgrade. Maybe that's a refinement. No, I need to get back under there again. I can do this. Just those two. How does it make it all the way to the end? Oh, kind of do need it. It's so close, right? Yeah, because you can't have that. All right, so it's that. And we just put it like that. 4, right? That is it. Is it the shadow? Is it a different color? Spanish gray? Spanish gray. It's just the light. Yeah, see, that is so much cleaner, right? The other, we got to just replicate it for down there. And I know that that is a different angle. No, I just did the same thing again with the relative turn. This is a different angle. Just slightly, too. Let's get it lowered. Bring it down. This might be really difficult to do with, I think we'll figure it out. It should just take just a moment. All right, should just take a moment. Yeah, let's use that. Perfect. All right, that's helpful. All right. And it's gonna take a not too much, hopefully. Can't see it over there anymore. And I kind of catch that in the middle somewhere, right? See how we're doing that? We'll bring that down right down there. Right to the lines where it's going to be. Okay. And then we'll head up here, edit that. I don't know where it left off. I don't think it's going to... Well, why is that happening? Okay. Yeah, that's it. So we're super close. We're really close. I think it's just going to mean maybe lifting it up a little bit. See, that center area is like down or something, like a small notch. Yeah, like, what is that? Oh, is that the under thing? Oh, we're gonna have to, one, edit, 1, 2, split from building, and then we'll raise these through to that. All right. Maybe we can sink these just a notch more. I mean, we'll tighten that down, but that's a major. Oh, and that's not good. All right, so we have to just do a little. Right, because that was causing some challenge over here, right? Drop it. Just leave it. Okay. Nice refinements and upgrades right here, right? That's what it looked like before, with the path sticking through. Now it's all concrete, clean concrete. These are the same lights I think we would want to use for like floor lights by the... Let's see here, duplicate. Over by the path. That looks much better. Maybe they do go that way. Don't know if this is gonna like shine light if we do it this way though. because they're decent at, but I don't know if we do that. It's kind of also like a light hazard. I mean, come on, right? Just want to see what it looks like. Wish you can make it where it is flush. I've tried it, but the lips of the light, this is not, maybe there's another light that is better for it. I don't think so, because even like that one sci-fi light is, I think, has a little bit of a lip to it or something where it's not gonna do exactly what we want it to do. Neither will this. How much room is there? Oh, there's a decent chunk on that one. All right, so it has like runway lights. It's cool for pathway illumination, but it's not, I mean, it looks kind of neat from up here. Kind of sparkly, right? You know we're going to do this right now. Yes, we are. What are we going to do? Why do 2 when you can do 4? Right? That's pretty sweet. I will have to say that is pretty sweet. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Even though it's a little sparkly, but I kind of like that. It's all good. This is just super, super awesome now. You have to figure out what kind of lights do we want to bring in. Do we want to bring in some of these street lamps here? Do the street lamps start again maybe on the side, this side of this and this side of this to go back? That would make sense to maybe want to put them on this side. I mean, what do you all think? Is there anybody there? This one, if you listen to the stream and there's like if you laugh once, great. If you don't, that's okay. If you see this stream and you say, hey, man, he really needs to brush up on what he's doing on Planet Coaster, great. If you see something and you're inspired by it, awesome. I'm equally inspired when I get to watch other creators build stuff. I think that's awesome. And here we just get to play around with enhancing the stuff we've already nailed down. Rotation. Right. Illuminate. Guess we could have rotationed all the way there. Get that there. No, the desert stuff will sit in the back of that one actually well. I don't know if we'll keep them in there, but I think we need to go further. We gotta go like to... Yeah, like that, whatever that one is, right? Alright, so let's just make sure. See, some of those are just not in the right places. Alright, but this is it. That's it. Okay. Right, and we're gonna slide it to here, right? Because we want it to even, and then we'll get it into the right place once we get it across the way. And then we're gonna get rid of the desert stuff. Right, it's gotta be like around here. Okay. And then easy peasy. Probably need to bring it over there where people keep littering. Huh. It's really interesting seeing the lighting like this start forming. And it's super clean. Like, it's just... I don't know if it'll stay that way the whole time, but just like as a border of the way it is, it's clean. Our world, I keep calling it a World Expo, but it's just a modern expo, right? Because there's not a lot of world architecture. Everything's very kind of minimal or clean or contemporary or modern, or a thousand other. This is always a great light. That just looks so smooth. And even the lighting early in the morning is still showing. Wonder if they serve breakfast. Well, why not? Let's go through the shop. You guys serve breakfast? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. Make everybody dizzy. That place looks so awesome now. Really happy with that, how that turned out. Glad we did what we did with the ground. All right, we got tons of lights in now. Massive change here with this water feature now that the observation wheel, before that was just sitting on sand. What a difference that makes. That's quite remarkable. Brought in some of the rock here. You know, we have pretty big parcels of land over here and over here. This can be an interesting one. This, we could do some sort of like show building for a ride. You heard me. This could be a show building for a ride. What kind of ride? I don't know. But I think it's in a place where we can work to draw out more, and it could end up leading into like this, for instance, and then you're in a, that could be a place. Having another entrance hall on the other side. See, we can just grab this whole thing. Like, check this out. Like, we grab that whole thing. It's putting it here. All right. Then we literally have an entrance on one side and the other. The reflecting pool would not be there. It probably would go into something else besides a reflecting pool. And I think we would have a bigger water feature on this side than we do on the other, right? So there actually would be a bigger water here. You have the water there, and then the reflecting pool. We do need to consider, right, what we're going to put here, and I think that the theater is going to end up dictating that, just like the observation wheel dictated this, and our heavy use of marble around the exhibit halls dictated this. It can complement the conservatory and that, but I think we need to have those in place before we can kind of put a jewel on top of this, so to say. It's been great spending the last couple sharing some of the enhancements and upgrades. Hey, where are the lights? Did we just move them across the way? We didn't copy them? Aha. Faux pas number one? Maybe not number one at this point. I think we got to take a pretty good look at the renewed marketplace today. Got to see some buildings with the skin off, so to say. Gave us an idea what to do with the entrance hall. Well, I'm not like really 100% sold on what happened. It doesn't look bad per se. I just don't know that it adds to what the entrance hall is doing. And we get to use that trick now anyway. So I'm really going to have to think about if that's something that we keep or not. But that's, again, really easy adjustment of stuff. Okay, that's much better now. How did that happen? Oh, one thing we were gonna do, I guess we can do this before we close. Like I talked about it before, about a lighting grid, right? And how we go about making a lighting grid. We may need a lighting grid for floor and a lighting grid for ceilings in some aspects, right? The lighting grid is like this. We take yeah, I had that sitting in the chat forever. All right, we take these modern spots, all right, just as is. Let's line it up. We're not going to add it to the building, but we are going to run a snap distance of this. And we're going to do exactly this and make a grid. Now, I'm pretty sure these ones are always on. All right. Let's see if we can grab. Let's do the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna group these all together and just make it easier for us to work. How many we got? 12. All right. Keep in mind that they are right at that. All right, let's do this. Let's form. All right. So if we run a full light grid, we would. All right, and that might be over. All right, we might want to go every other one rather than 12 across, you know? So for instance, maybe we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll delete those. All right. Now, we could set these like from the ceiling, we kind of they need to go offset a little. So I'm just going to stop right here. We're going to go actually a half, right? Because the grid we can make up top is going to be about that. All right, we'll have another one right here. And then that's gone. And now we have these 4 groups. And you'll see what this is going to do. And then we have to adjust to taste. I say that because we're above a food hall. I'm going to put signage for a food hall somewhere in there. All right. And we're going to lower this down. Get a little tricky here, right? What we're going to look for is look at the light on the walls. We want it to end up blending so it's not causing anything. And that gets us to about there. And you can see the difference here on the shadows, and when you get it, you'll see the light bend and then just break, and it's just flat with the walls, right? And we're going to lock that in place. All right. Okay. If we ever want to get to it, it's right through here, right? And it's one group. Now we go inside, right? This is daytime, right? Keep in mind it's morning, right? But watch what happens when we delete that group. I think we just moved it. Let me delete it so you can actually see. You can see how the light. Oh, my experiment didn't work. Okay. All right. It's like somebody's turning the lights on. That's the difference there. Even look at the back of the back wall. Right? We want to reinforce it. This gets tricky because when you bring these up, you really need extra space. And I've had where I've built some rides and the lights just really need to float much higher, or you end up having that shadowy kind of thing happen, right? Like you can see, like that's where you would want these to be. That, on the other hand, that's kind of where those light fixtures are starting to shine, and that kind of makes sense too. So, right. You can see the lights reflecting in the glass up there now because they're coming from the floor. But right, that's without the light grid. That's with the light grid. 2 light grids. It's a big difference. Right? It's a big difference. Right? Midday, still a big difference. Actually seeing it come through the banners there, I can see that. I almost wonder if we tilt it. That's not like a bad thing. No light grids. Light grids. So all right, that one's better than the overhead is tougher. I mean, this looks kind of cooler in a way, right? And the lights adjust a little bit, but like even the living wall just looks really cool. Maybe we just light up the living wall like in with actually like floor lights in it. So we're gonna hold from. All right, we're gonna take our light grid and we're gonna make it disappear. But that's how you build one. Actually, maybe we keep. Maybe we keep it and do exactly what we just said. This is practical. But we would want to leave it so we can see the lights like that. Let's see where we can, you know. Maybe we double up on them. And maybe we just do that and just sink those back there. Maybe we just sink those. Edit. 1. Well, there was just one extra one on this side. That's weird. Because now they're not in the right. They weren't even. They're off. They're not even. They're off. There we go. Maybe we just use it for, you know. Well, it's almost like we need to come out here a little bit and angle them, right? And then that's like that. And then maybe we don't use the ones on the very ends. Let's see. It's kind of making a little bit of... Yep. That's better. I don't need it. We don't need it to go all the way to the outside. All right, and then you just get a little bit more. That's so sweet. All right. Get it. The lighting gets very gridded at that time of day. And we'll have to figure out our conservatory and maybe an attraction for here. Have a rough idea of, right, the theater, performing arts center, I mean, right, that'll be there. Once we get those in, right, once we get a performing arts center and the conservatory, this whole side, right, is put together. These areas here, they could be for warehousing expansion. I don't know, right? I did put path just to throw it there, but I don't know. That's not there. Those aren't in the original plans anyway, so to say, right? I think we're already surpassing what we were going to want to do there. So another couple areas, right? And then we get to hone in on it, make sure everything is good, and that will free us up, right, for expansion beyond. And what we can do in this place over here, right, there could be a whole entertainment district, a shopping street district, right? This could end up being a bit more play, right? Larger water feature. Maybe this gets a little bit more less rigid with maybe that's the kind of the transformation is a little less rigid. Ideally, we would be in a position where there'd be dual running monorails, so this might be 2 stations, like a double station here, right? And then you would have another monorail that would head off this way. I just say we got to get one to work. And this was just a rough layout, right, of the monorail, so we can actually just watch it through the station. But hey, this enhancement we did with the concrete flooring, little weird here, right? But this piece kind of had been. So, I mean, I don't know if... Is that... You know, that does that solve it? Yeah, we'll fix it. All right. But it does look better, right? Like that compared to that that's that. Good enhancement. Have to figure out the other thing for in there. Would be good to probably bring some more plants in here. Like maybe we have a planter here and a planter here. I think that kind of could help reflect there. The living wall looks so good. The moss did help. I can't get enough of this place now. This was like the place that I was thinking that we would build and I would want to hang out in the least, but it just looks so sweet. Almost as sweet as the observation wheel. I mean, this has remained, I think, still remained a massive icon. And what we did with the water today, that's next level. This is next level here. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. 2001. Haha. Hold your breath. Not that I needed to look under there at all, but I did look under there, and now that's so much cleaner back under there. You can just pop up right through here now. I mean, the glass. What's the opacity on this? 50. You still see the water no matter what. I mean, 30 is probably better opacity on the ones on these things on the floor. 1, 2. Let's just grab them all and then redo that. Oh, we're not taking anything. I didn't realize that even is still blue. Why did that just get like extra opaque? Shouldn't they be white like the rest of it? Right? And like not super opaque? Okay, that's better. I don't know. We ever had those? The lighting, maybe it's the lighting is a little much in here. Seeing the water underneath there is just so neat now. I cannot get over that. And this late afternoon sun on this wheel, I could stare at that all day. First, could get nothing done. I love our little bridge here to the restrooms. Well, that was something that we could have brought over all of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't say it. All right, let's bring all that over. About here, and then back it up. Okay, about there. Get into there. All right, now let's bring this forward. Over. Over. Oh, what? I know it works because it's got to be there for the other ones. Do we not need these anymore? I guess we do. These signs can come down now too because there's not like a lot of room like there was. What is that? That's kind of weird, like at the top there. Does the whole thing go up more? I don't. Yeah, like, and why is that there? Why are those like so far? Are they far on the other ones? I'm so confused. I have to go look at the other ones before we make any adjustments to that. Yeah, it is like that too. Interesting. And that's why those are ahead like that too. Okay, that's fair. All right, whatever. Are these resizable? Can they just go up? No? So that's what we're just going to leave it like that for now. Okay, well that matches. Let's check back in here to this bathroom area. Okay. It's a bathroom area. I mean, come on. At least we... See? Yep, even works for our staff. No, you changed your mind. Oh, goodness. See, we recolored, brought these benches in. It's like from the sci-fi benches, but they have those cushions on them. We recolored those. Same as like in the entrance hall. Yeah, that marketplace looks great. Oh, look at the sun is just like, what is going on there? Like that blooming or whatever. Wow. Well, I think we definitely did a good chunk, right? Let alone all of these little lighting changes that we added in here. Oh, you say so? I probably could have done that a different way. No pass. No building pieces. Why not, right? Maybe it helps make the edge of that sparkle. I don't know. Does that interfere where our fence is? I almost had him on the mark. I mean, they look good. I don't know if it's kind of... what if we did that? Oh, is there no easy way to get to him again? Let's see how fast I can do this and if I grab them all. Oh, is it still holding them? Okay. No, I think maybe what we can do is this. Nope. Nope. No. 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 This way. That's it. That is the ticket. That's it. That's what we do. To make it easy on us, let's just take the ones that we already have like this and then slide it back to the other side. This has a bit more interesting purpose to it. Now we just have to halfway done. And one more. And one more again. Yeah, that's it. That looks fantastic. That looks almost better than having them on the street, you know? And I think we could see where we could probably easily bring that into the back area here, right, too? Like, wouldn't we do that? I can do this easily without... How many are we not catching? So we know there's 18, right? 14, 15, 16, 17. There it is. 18. Okay. And we will rotation complete it. Slide that down somewhere around there. And then back to this wall. It's got to go one more down. To that, right? No? That goes that to that, huh? We just need one more at the end. Yeah, there you go. What an enhancement. It's like all sparkly, which is so cool. We totally could put them around the front. There's a lot of things I think we can do. And there's almost so much time we can do with it. For now, it's been great spending some time with you all. I hope you enjoyed chilling out while we build together here. Hope you dig what has become of the marketplace, because that's a big change, right? Nice few enhancements around here. A lot of lighting added today to these main squares. All right, setting the footprint forward for here, right, as well as for the Performing Arts Center. We'll need to do some maintenance on this line to kick it back. Once we build everything out, I think we may have to build it around the monorail. That's going to be interesting to figure out. What we did here, this was just like expected, unexpected. Look, you can even see some of the reflection in it, and that just is. We could have sunk this back down where water was overflowing on that. Can we just look? Can we just look once? I mean, it's like underwater. Oh, it looks so awesome. Well, thanks again for hanging out. I think we have plenty of benches. We got some trash bins around. Can probably use some more here and there. Looks like things started getting cleaned up, which is good. People are enjoying their time around here. And I'll look forward to enjoying our time together when we return here. Still not sure about that. You know, like it works so well across the way that it just might not. It might be like, hey, save that trick so when you go over there, you're like, oh, whoa, there's no floor. And it's not like, oh, well, I've seen that before right when I got here. Imagine what this place is going to become. No fairy tales, no pirates, no Vikings, just a modern exhibition space with world-class attractions on innovation, science, discovery, creativity. Doesn't mean we can't use rides. We just have to be deliberate and different. Not for the sake of being different, just to keep with the ethos of this place. A lot has happened in the last couple of weeks here. This was just a flat place. And on our 10th part stream, right, this whole area is really now cemented, and I think it's very easy to say we're ready to expand into the next area. We'll have to come back for the next upgrades and refinements section as we continue to work. And we won't let those things stop us either while we're doing stuff along the way. With that, thank you for joining us today here at Button and Brick. Happy to hold the controller and guide us through. Take a look around, make some enhancements, some upgrades, check out that marketplace. I'm so geeked out about like what we're doing here. It's place I feel like I want to visit and can. It's not impossible. I think there needs to be some level of grounded, right? It's not impossible. Could have been here before. Yeah. That said, gorgeous look at this observation wheel now with its own reflecting area across another reflecting area. I mean, this just remains to be that shot when you don't think it can get any better. Monorails gliding through our entrance hall. I said a monorail is gliding through our entrance hall. Hey, you guys are walking up the monorail thing. You're going in there. Monorail in the entrance hall. What are they doing up here? They walked up here. What's different now? Because of the path is so much cooler? Scenery bonus is at 13%. What's the scenery bonus here? 100%. Of course it is. Look at all the glass inserts we put on that thing. It's perfect. So maybe it's a scenery thing? They don't want to go on it because it just looks too like it looks, which is awesome and clean, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong, but maybe they want some scenery. We'll figure something out. We'll get there. Anyway, thanks for joining. We can leave with our ever so popular That's not what I meant by ever so popular. Why isn't... There we go. Just this view. Until next time.